here's a dissection of each of the three candles. All right, so candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. Your model is waiting for candle 1 to be turtle souped, and then trading either candle 2 or candle 3. All right? That's the model. If it doesn't happen, you have no trade. There are some ways to narrow down this. For example, candle 1 is Monday. Because, you know, the week is divided in two. Monday candle, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So in one of these, this is the weekly candle, right? And this is where time comes in play. And this is why time is more important than price. All right, this is the weekly candle. This is one weekly candle, which is 5 daily candles, all right? One week, 5 daily candles, all right? You're looking to find a CRT within these 5 daily candles, right? It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Usually, the best one is the Monday model, right? You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's CRT for you, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you're looking to trade only 2 of the weekly candles. That's enough. If you are a weekly range trader, right? You're going to trade the range of 1 or 2 of the daily candles, usually Tuesday and Wednesday, right? Because Tuesday and Wednesday are the 2 candles with the highest probabilities, right? Now the daily candle is divided in 2. 6 4-hour candles, right? The beauty of this is I don't have to change much because of the fractal nature of price, right? So the same exact drawing, right? This is a 1-day candle right here, daily candle, which is basically 6 4-hour candles, right? 159, 159. All you want to do is trade two to 3 of the 4-hour candle ranges, right? With special focus being on the 1 and 9 candles, right? Because those are usually the manipulation and distribution candles, right? 1, 5, 9. Trading the 9 AM 4-hour candle alone is a model which is going to feed you every single day, right? And that's a model which is very dear to my heart, which I'll be sharing in the group chat of CRT Unlocked, right? So you're not looking to trade everything. a common mistake is you try and trade every single candle you see. No, try and trade only the manipulation candle if you are advanced, or wait for it to happen, right? Simply wait for the manipulation to happen and wait for the next candle, candle number 3, right? The easy candle, remember? 159, 159. Time is an important element. Because without time, you're simply pattern trading, right? You need to bear in mind that if you're trading the weekly candle, bear in mind each of the daily candles: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're trading the daily candle, bear in mind 159, 159, and always keep in mind where you are relative to this framework, right? Of course, there's a 4-hour, right? And its divisions, but the focus I'm going to draw your attention to is to the daily and weekly, because these are the smoothest, most clear setups you'll find. Right? Now within each candle, candle number 2 is the candle which will have the turtle soup. Right? This, the most advanced entry model. Right? And then of course it's gonna have an order block. And then you're gonna have candle number 3 smacking into a PD array in candle number 2 and rallying. Right? And the market structure shift and OTE works within the framework of the candles. Now, because candle number 3 is primed to go up, that's the only reason the bullish OTE is working. Right? It's not working because it's an OTE. The OTE, the pattern is not working because it's a pattern. The pattern is working, the bullish pattern works because price was going up anyway. Right? Write that down. And the bearish pattern will only work if price was going down anyway. Right? How do you determine where price is going? The good old if-then principle, right? So wick above, next candle, lower prices. Wick below, higher prices. Close above, higher prices. Close below, lower prices. Right? And I'll add in CRT Unlocked, inside candles equals volatility in the next candles. All right? That's how you determine what's going to happen next based on the candle shape and size. Now, within this framework, you're going to use candle number 1 only as a target, nothing else, right? Targeting first the 50% of candle number 1 and the opposing end of candle number 1, right? And this is where we get into another topic, which is CRT and MMXM. Now, CRT it's an objective way to visualize the market maker models. Now, as we know, the market maker models are simply stolen from Wyckoff, right? If you go back and look at Wyckoff schematics, you'll see plenty of market maker models. And CRT is a better way to visualize market maker models. All right? Of course, this being the smart money reversal, turtle soup, key level, and there you go. With, of course, the previous candle's high being the original consolidation, right? Again, I urge you to not look at the pattern. It doesn't matter. I don't care about the pattern. All I care about is one of these ranges. I'm going to trade one of these ranges, right? Turtle soup, key level, structure shift in the second candle, OTE, and kiss of death in the last candle, right? Equal highs, original consolidation is going to be up here, right? So look to trade, in summary, look to trade the OTE or the kiss of death in candle number 3, right? Buy below the open of candle number 3 when bullish, right? As you know, the candle is formed by the open. A bullish candle has the open, low, high, and close. Bearish candle has the open, high, low, and close, right? It's a bearish candle, it's a bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle. Right? These three are the same thing. Let's make it a bit, I'm a doctor, but you know, let's make it a bit more artistic. Right? You're trying to trade this. You are not trying to trade the pattern. Do you see how different this is? Trying to sell in here, trying to buy in here, as opposed to inside bar strategy, bro. Nope, that's wrong. If anyone says, or if you see anyone on social media saying that CRT is an inside bar strategy, you simply disqualify them instantly from any opinion. Right, that's just ignorance. So you're trying to trade candle number 2 onwards, ideally candle number 3. When bullish, buy below the open. When bearish, sell above the open of candle number 3. After you see candle number 2 manipulating and targeting the 50% of candle number 1 and the opposing end of the range, right? Same over here. Buy below the open of 3 only after you see a strong rejection and manipulation of candle number 2, targeting 50% and candle number and the high of candle number 1, right? CRT high, CRT low, and vice versa. Right? Again, this could be a 159, right? Trading the daily range, and this is nothing more than a 159. You're looking to trade, remember? $159, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right? That's how you choose the CRT candle, right? But by not being a pattern trader. Now that was a brain full of information. I'll let you digest it. And one last touch in this topic is that the SMT, the main SMT is going to happen between candle 2 and candle 1, right? And this is the reason why it's going to be left untapped. For example, let's use Bitcoin as an example. Bitcoin candle 2 is stabbing into the low of candle 1, right? As we know, Bitcoin and Ethereum are correlated assets, right? And Ethereum, on the other hand, candle number 2 is refusing to push it below the low of candle number 1. Does this mean you keep forcing it to go down there? Nope. What you do is you keep in mind that it may go down, but it's unlikely due to the fact that Bitcoin has already taken the low, right? If one asset takes the low and the other one doesn't, that indicates strength in Ethereum. This is the Dow divergence, right? The SMT divergence, which is rebranded by ICT, originally introduced by Charles Dow, right? If one asset refuses to take a low, the other takes a low, then the stronger asset, because they're refusing to offer the lower price on this asset. Again, not a pattern, logic, right? They're refusing to offer this low price over here, which means they're buying it up. Smart money is buying as much as they can. They're forcing price to remain above, and a rally is expected. This is when you can expect candle number 3 to attack the targets without taking the previous candle's low. This is the SMT CRT. Right? This is when to leave the low untouched. It's also crucial. Right? And with that brain full of information, I wish you good luck, good trading, and see you in section 1E.